Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Michelle Schaefer. I think you guys do, but you're supposed to have this slide in your presentation. Here's what you'll discover today: how to quickly and easily create traffic attracting content. I'm going to give you 5 templates that you can use right now to create magnetic blog content that attracts readers to you. Sound good? Say yes in the comments right below the video and let me know. Or if you're on YouTube watching this, you can let me know in the YouTube chat. I've shared the story before that I kind of accidentally started a blog and some weird things happened. Okay, not that weird, but I started getting comments and traffic and then clients from this blog that I had accidentally started. See, I decided to just start sharing some answers to questions that people asked me. And the fastest way I could think of to publish that online was with WordPress. In my mind, I didn't even look at it like starting a blog. I was just thinking, I want to have these somewhere that I can share links with people. So I put them online and I realized people were finding the content. And at first, I couldn't even figure out how or why these comments were showing up and people were reading it, and then people were hiring me. And then I ended up with too many clients. In fact, the business that I had at the time, I was doing virtual assistant work. I nearly closed down because I was so overwhelmed with projects and clients that I didn't know what to do, which obviously the answer is not to close your business. It's just to shift your business model a little bit, because that's a great problem to have, right? I was able to take what I was doing, and instead of just working for hourly amounts and trading my time for dollars, I was able to begin offering and selling group workshops, a series of ebooks, all sorts of things that let me leverage myself so that I could create something once and sell it multiple times, or so that I could teach in groups and help more people. The pieces started to fall into place. What was the secret? Answers. So as I share these templates with you tonight, what I want you to keep in mind is that any of these templates you use, the key is sharing answers to the questions people are already asking. Every blog post you publish should be based around solutions, solving a problem, fixing a challenge, answering a question that your audience has. And if you do that, if you always run it through that filter of what are the questions people need help with, how can I deliver value and help them with that, that's when your blog will work, even on accident. And I'm telling you, if I can make it work on accident, I know you can make it work on purpose. So let's start off with a quote here. Curation is a natural and necessary extension of content creation. That is, as great as your content may be, your audience wants to learn from other experts and different perspectives. Now, why would I start off with a quote like that? Well, it's because the 5 templates that I'm going to show you rely a lot on content curation and other experts. I'm going to show you how to use that to get a lot of traffic to your site. So template number 1, as you can see, guys, I'm just jumping right in. So I hope you're ready to take notes. Number 1, crowdsourced expert answers. When you use this template, you feature a group of gurus plus up-and-comers. So how does this work? The experts answer post. The goal of this type of post is to create just a swarm of social sharing, plus build connections, plus share some really awesome content. That's a win-win-win, right? So you've seen a lot of these posts, I'm sure, there where we've got, like, the example on the slide is 16 top tips from blogging experts for beginners. One of the easy ways to create content for your blog that's going to be really valuable, that's going to get a lot of shares, and that's going to help you connect with people is to do an expert's answer post. The way you do this is, first you're going to choose your topic. So what's your topic that you're going to write about, and what's your question? So you need a very specific question that you're going to ask. Everybody is going to answer the same question. Next, create your list of experts, and then add a few people who maybe aren't expert status yet, but you know they're headed that way. These are great people to connect with. Add a few of them, and then send an email out individually to each person. Make sure you don't send a group email. You want to individually, personally invite each of the people to participate. Now, If you're in the Extreme Traffic Adventure, you guys know I've been giving out templates of exactly how to phrase some of this stuff. They're in the Facebook group for you. And if you're not in it yet, you can join it free, extremetrafficadventure.com. So send that email out, letting them know that you're putting together a collaborative post, that you would love to have their perspective, their advice on the topic. Give them a specific reason why you're following them, why you're interested in their advice, why your audience would be, and invite them to answer the question for you. Give them a date of when you need the answer back by. Really important, because otherwise we just kind of tend to let emails slide, right? Unless there's a deadline attached. Let them know when you need the answer back by. And then once you get answers, you compile the post. Sometimes you'll need to send a reminder email or two out. Totally normal. Don't panic. You want to send that invitation to 10 or 20 different people at least, so that you get enough answers for your blog post. Compile the post with the quotes. Make sure that you include a photo, a link to each person's blog. And then once it's published, alert everyone who was featured in it that you published it. So you send a follow-up email. Hey, thanks so much for participating. Here's the post I published. I know my audience is going to love this. Your contribution was super helpful. However you want to phrase that email, but give them the link and say, if you'd like to share this, here's a link. You can use click to tweet or another option to create, a clickable tweet for them. Give them an easy way to share it. You will find that most of the time, the people you feature will share it, which means you get in front of their audience. There's some other ways to use this to get in front of their audience as well. You can tag them on Facebook. You can use their Twitter username when you share this. So this is a great way to get noticed by a lot more people and to get a lot of shares and a lot of visitors to a blog post. This also helps you to build connections with those people, because the next step, if you get someone to participate in something like this, then you've got an open communication with them, right? Then they know who you are. Which, a tip for this, if you want to ask people to be in it who you don't know yet, you may want to plan this a couple weeks in advance and go start commenting on their blog post, start sharing their blog posts and interacting with them. So when you send the email, they will know who you are. They'll be more likely to say yes. But the next step is, once you've got that person's attention, then you can ask them, can I interview you for my blog? Or I would love to write a guest post for your audience. I see that post XYZ is super popular. I'd love to write a follow-up for you about whatever the topic is. There's lots of ways that you can take that connection then and build on it. So it opens up some great possibilities for you when you go after a post like this. All right, number 2 is the top 10 list. The best, the worst, the coolest, the fastest, the hottest, and everything in between. To do a top 10 post, your goal really is social media traffic and to share useful resources. If you're promoting things as an affiliate, this is a great way to get your affiliate links in there as well. So let's talk about how this one works exactly. When you write a top 10 post, first you choose your topic and a unique angle on it. Super important. Don't just tell me you're going to write about the top 10 WordPress plugins. Maybe it's the top 10 WordPress plugins to keep your blog from getting hacked, even if you don't understand code. Or maybe it's the top 10 healthy snacks for busy people on the go. Figure out what it is, what's unique about it, and who it's for. All right, so what problem are you solving? Who specifically are you solving it for with this post? Think about things that you recommend a lot. That's a great place to start for a post like this. And you could share tools, you could share resources, you could share people. Same thing as the last one. Once you have those pieces in place, you compile it, you publish it, and then you alert the people that you featured in it. So if you featured tools, like if I were going to share about social media automation, I could feature Hootsuite, I could feature Buffer, I could feature Canva. There's lots of different things that I could feature in a post about social media. And then I could alert those companies or the people behind them and let them know, hey, I featured you in this post. You can tag them on social media. Again, it's about getting seen by a bigger audience. A top 10 post doesn't necessarily have to be 10 items. You might want to do 3, you might want to do 7, you may do 48, whatever number you want. The goal of this, though, is to get social media attention. and get clicks on your headlines. People really respond to list posts, and this is one way to create that for any content, any subject that you write about. So it's another one of the top 5 magnetic templates. And here's the third one. This is a wish list post. And the perfect odd holiday gift is. And the cool thing about this is people don't expect them unless it's Christmas time. Maybe Valentine's Day, maybe a birthday post, but you can do this with odd holidays. If you go Google for holiday calendars, you will find there is a holiday nearly every single day of the year, and there are some crazy ones. So I encourage you to go take a look at what the holidays are and find ones that connect with your niche, your particular audience, that you can celebrate on your blog with a post like this. The cool thing about this, especially if you tie it to an odd holiday that your audience will be interested in, is that they'll share it because it's different. You can also, again, notify everyone that you feature in it, and a lot of them will share it for you as well. You may be noticing a pattern. The key is to feature other people, other products, other services in a way that makes them want to share you and gets their readers, their audience, to pay attention to what you're doing. So it's really key to feature things that your ideal audience will be interested in. So here's how you do this one. Start by identifying an interesting holiday or event. Then brainstorm a list of items, things your ideal reader would fall in love with. Rank them, summarize them, and add photos. And then publish it and alert the people that you featured. Now this one, let's see. The Star Wars movie recently came out. So depending on who your audience is, maybe you do a list about the 10 best gifts for Star Wars fans to celebrate the release of the new Star Wars movie. If that was your blog post, then you would feature, X number of gifts that would be great for Star Wars fans. If you've got affiliate links, this is a great place to use them. So it's another way to monetize your blog. And when you write a small review of each item, it can also help you get found in search engines for those items. So this serves a lot of different ways to get you traffic. But because you don't see a lot of posts like that, because it's not Christmas time, it's a great way to stand out. And if you specifically call out who your audience is in the title of it, in that case, it was for Star Wars fans, they're going to be likely to click and see, hey, what should people be buying me, right? They'll want to know what's on your top 10 list, so to speak, of gifts. So that's a real fun one to do. You can also kind of preview this on social media by asking people, hey, Star Wars fans, what's the best gift you've ever gotten? Or what's one gift you wish someone would buy you? Great way to figure out what to feature in your post and have some fun with it. All right, number 4, the content spotlight post. This is an easy way to create content that positions you as an expert. The content spotlight post, the goal is to create content that attracts the right readers and gets you noticed. First, choose your topic and a unique angle on it. Again, it's not just the top 10X, it's the top 10X for audience, and then one of their challenges or one of their desires. And the reason we've got a picture of Google here is because Google basically has created a search engine, and what does it do? It filters and highlights content. You can do the same thing on your blog for your audience. Show them what the best blogs about your topic are. Show them what the best resource sites are, the best tools. One great way to do this is to pick out the best 5 or 10 blog posts that you've read recently on a very specific subject. Feature those and link to them. It's a great way, again, to get the attention of other bloggers so that they want to share your blog post with their audience because you're featuring them and appreciating their content. So one way you can do this is to use tools that allow you to research what's the most popular thing right now. What's the most popular post about topic X? Once you have your 5 or 10 to feature, or 11 or 17, summarize and compile your post with images, and then you do the same thing. Publish it and alert people that you've published it. So again, you can see there's a pattern in all of these. The goal is to make it so that you're not the only one trying to get your blog post out there. Have other people help you. It'll save you time. It'll help you scale your business and grow faster. So number 5, review or interview. What's already got the world's attention? I talked with someone on Facebook today who recently used this strategy, got over 1,000 views of her new blog post in one day because she did an interview. That's some pretty nice traffic, right? Would you like 1,000 views in a day? Try some of these. I challenge you to give them a shot and see what happens. The review or interview post. Your goal is to get a piece of the attention where it's already focused. So what are people already thinking about? What's already hot? What's already got your audience curious? What are they looking for information about? What are they already asking about, already searching for? Brainstorm a list of those items out. Maybe it's a best-selling book. Maybe it's a movie that's currently playing. Maybe it's something that's happened in the news. Maybe it's a cool product. There's lots of different things that your audience might be thinking about already. Find a way to review it or interview someone involved in it. Create your blog post. So if you're going to do an interview, reach out and ask for an interview with people. I encourage you to give it a try. I know that can seem scary sometimes to reach out to people you don't know, but especially authors, they like to do interviews. They're looking for media opportunities. Remember, a lot of these people hire someone and pay them to get them interview opportunities. So when you come to them with one, they're going to be excited. You'll get some no's on anything you do, but just keep going because you'll also get some yeses, and you might be surprised who you can get to say yes that you would never know if you didn't ask. The other part of this approach is to write a review. So write an in-depth review of a product, of a service, or create a video, especially if what you're reviewing is something that you can hold and that you can show. A video is a great way to do that. The reason this works is because when people are already interested in searching for something, you can be what comes up in the search engines, especially with a good interview or review post. Think about how many times you've gone to Google specifically looking for reviews. I did it just the other day. I was looking for a specific plugin I needed for WordPress. What did I do? I went and Googled for reviews of that type of plugin. Where did I end up? A blogger had written an awesome review of one of them, and I intentionally clicked and purchased through that blogger's affiliate link. It was a great review. So there's another way to get traffic here is from search engines when you write this content. Of course, you're going to publish it. You're going to alert people, hey, I featured you. I featured your product. Tag them in social media and get it out there. This one is a really good way, again, to get people's attention. So as you can see, the common theme in all of these is featuring someone else or something else that your audience would be interested in, and doing it in a way that gets those people to help you promote. Don't try to get the word out about your blog posts all by yourself. Let other people help you with it. I like this quote too. In a sea of mediocre content, a brave tone can be a big differentiator. It takes a little bit of courage and a little bit of bravery to try these types of blog posts. You don't see them everywhere because not everyone is brave enough to give it a shot. But when you do, they work amazingly well. So let's go over a couple more ideas for you here. 9 more traffic magnets that will attract readers to you. Number 1, and these are ones that you can write yourself, attack conventional wisdom. Now, this doesn't have to be in a negative way. What do you see around you that everybody thinks is true, but really there's a better approach to it? There's a better option. Most of us see things that we want to change in the world, that we want to make a difference. We want to see something shift, right? For me, it's I want to see more entrepreneurs out there. I want to see more people who can take charge of their own lives and do what they're here to do, because I believe we all have a bigger mission and a bigger purpose. So what is it that you want to see change? What is it that you see everybody in general, everybody doing or thinking that they could look at a little bit differently? Writing things that are controversial tends to get you traffic because people want to share their opinion. People want to hear your opinion. People love to debate. We see that on Facebook happening right now, or anytime there's strong political things going on, or there's very controversial things in the news. So leverage that and write some things on your blog that get people's attention. Number 2, write a really comprehensive tutorial. This is a great way to come up with some of those longer posts, those 2,000 plus word posts that really get a lot of search engine traffic, is to write a tutorial. So As if you're teaching someone brand new to the subject, how would you explain how to achieve a certain result? Again, think back to what your audience's biggest questions, their biggest challenges are. Figure out how you can solve one of them in a tutorial. Number 3, disagree or critique a blog or a person. Now, you want to be careful how you approach this one, depending on what kind of response you want to get. But is there someone out there that you disagree with that you're willing to write a blog post about? Can be a good way to get noticed and get a lot of traffic. Number 4, host a giveaway. Amazon's got a cool feature now where they allow you to set up a giveaway with a product on their site. There's lots of other ways you can do this. If you know somebody or you know a particular product or service that your audience would love, reach out to them. Say, hey, I would love to host a giveaway of your product on my blog. Are you open to that idea? There's a lot of people who will give you a copy of their ebook or entrance to their program or different things for a giveaway on your blog. So you can get the prize free. You don't even have to pay for it. And you can get a lot of traffic from hosting a giveaway. Number 5 is confess a secret, especially when it involves screenshots or pictures. That always gets people's attention when you confess a secret. Always keep in mind how your brand comes across in any of these and be smart about the way you approach them. Number 6, create a case study. Now, this one is a strategy that I really recommend if there is a specific guru or expert whose attention that you want to get and whose audience you want to get in front of. Make yourself a case study for them. So go to their blog, find something they've taught, or buy their program, or if you've already got their program, look through it, find something they taught, and apply it to your business. Make sure that you track everything that you did, how you did it, what your numbers were before and after, or whatever the relevant statistics are. Track everything and then write a blog post about it, about what you learned, how you applied it, the difference it made. Make sure you have the before and after in the case study, and then publish it and let them know. Send them an email and say, hey, I tried what you shared on your blog. It worked really well for me, so I wrote a blog post about it. If you have numbers, include the numbers in the email to get their attention. When you do this, not only will they usually share your blog post, but often you will end up as a testimonial on their website or being featured in other ways with them. Number 7, present an award. Have you considered creating your own award and giving it out? This is something that most people don't think, because I guess in our heads we think there's some sort of official award committee and no one else is allowed to create an award, but you absolutely are. You could create one where you list the top 100 people in X niche, and you could do that in one blog post. So once a year, you give out a top 100 award, or you could do a weekly or a monthly award, give that out. When you create an image for it, and if you're not a graphics person, just get one created on Fiverr. When you do that and send people an email, let them know they've been featured, you've awarded them XYZ, tell them why, let them know if they would like to link to their award, to the blog post that you wrote, you've got an image for them that they can use. A lot of people will put that image in their sidebar. They're excited that somebody noticed what they're doing, that you appreciate it, and you can get some crazy traffic if you're willing to put the time and energy in to creating an award like that. Number 8, publish guest posts on your blog. Now, how's that a traffic magnet? Publish guest posts from people who have an audience. It's a great way to get more traffic and to get in front of new audiences. Number 9, interview a well-known personality. So who do you know that you can reach out to who knows someone? Think of different ways to connect with those people and figure out how to get them to say yes. So really with all of these, what you want to think about is what gets people talking. Controversy, giveaways, secrets, results. A case study is results, awards. All of these things get people talking. That's why they work. All right, I hope this has given you some good ideas here. If you're looking for more, I want to invite you to the Extreme Traffic Adventure, extremetrafficadventure.com. Go VIP. That's where you can get even more information and templates like this as a VIP. You get access to images you can add your URL to and share on social media, to a spreadsheet of quotes and other things that you can upload right into Hootsuite and Schedule or whatever your tool of choice is, videos walking you through how to do it. Two things that I'm working on that VIPs will be getting either this weekend or next week. One is a step-by-step super post promo guide that shows everything I've taught in the challenge, how to apply it to a blog post, all of the promotional strategies with images. It's extremely detailed. And the other is 31 Days to Traffic. It's an expanded edition with more examples, with more details to help you implement all of the things that I'm teaching in the challenge, the adventure that can get you more traffic to your site. So I invite you to join me if you're interested in more. Again, I hope this has been helpful in giving you some ideas of those types of posts you can use to really attract traffic to you, to get other people sharing your content. Wanted to keep this short tonight, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week. Same place, same time. Thanks for tuning in.